So that's going to be an airtime moment there.
Right.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Is that one of the 16?
Yeah, that should be one of them.
That's probably the calendar picture. Sorry, Dan.
So
it's not
that's
over,
pretty
so.
much all we can show you. You can't get into the back. It's going to be just an as-built mapping project turned into a planning and development from then on. So pretty much I've been involved in every new attraction that we've done since the park was built. Had a unique opportunity to learn how to design roller coasters and now. It actually shows that the problems we have. So John just didn't want to take it on. So we were disappointed. We all came back. There were about 6 of us who went up to see him. We had already done an aerial topography, had an aerial topography of the site done. Didn't have any preliminary layout for the ride, just the site. And came back, invited him and his wife down the following weekend, and he came down. We showed him the site, drove him down through the woods, and the last night at dinner, we were up in the International Restaurant, and he said he took one of the menus and flipped it over and wrote a bunch of formulae on the back of it and handed it to Al and said, you guys can design the coaster yourself. Well, we thought that was just the beer and the wine talking at dinner that night. We didn't think much of it. And the next day, we looked at him, and it, wasn't too dissimilar from what we were used to doing. I mean, it's basically just a roller coaster is nothing more than a fancy roadway, just a fancy highway or a railroad. So we were familiar with all the formula that he had shown us. And then he gave us, we talked about it a little bit, and he said, I can give you all the information that I've gleaned over the years on roller coaster designs. I can give you tons of information. He sent us a book, and it was written in hand with pencil by hand on onion skin. If any of you have ever seen onion skin, it's like real fine vellum, very, very thin. You can see through it, so it's hard to read the book because you're looking at. We wound up having to put sheets of paper between each page so we could read what he was writing, because you could see like 4 pages in. And he had more information than anybody ever needed to know. He knew all the wood properties. He knew oil viscosities. He knew about bearings. Knew when you wanted to use oversized bearings, undersized bearings. He knew everything about coasters. You got to remember, they designed the trains. They actually sold most of the wood roller coaster trains in the world at that time. Philadelphia Toboggan. Ironically, they also did skee ball machines. Any of you that have played skee ball, the old skee ball machines, that was theirs. So how they did skee ball machines and roller coasters, I don't know, but they did. So anyway, he gave us that information, and the company talked about it and asked us if we thought we could do it, and we said, yeah, we think we can do it. And the long and the short of it is Taft Broadcasting took a chance on 2 surveyors and let us design what became the beast. So the original idea was that John found out why John didn't want to do it. It took us about 1.5 years to design that ride. There are a lot of calculations to do when you're designing a roller coaster. That one was even more so because we had to design it for a lot of different cases. So we had to do a lot of calculating. There's about, just for each individual point, there's about 13 different calculations you have to do. And at the same time, we were doing the surveying. So we would do an area of the ride, do a preliminary layout, and then we'd go out in the woods and whack through the woods with machetes and chainsaws and everything so we could see. Remember, and we didn't have GPS to do our survey, and we didn't see everything. So we'd whack everything through, and it was a big time you make a redesign on the ride, it affects everything. On the 7400 coaster, every change you make is a lot of changes. So we only did that for about 2 months. The heck with this, the trees we gave